believe in that. He believes in the red states. He's going after, it's a war. He's a wartime president. He's the head of a war party. War on women, war on voting rights, war on Hispanics, a war on this state, war on institutions, war on history. I mean, this is serious. This guy's trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize. That's what he's going to try to say tomorrow in Alaska, that he's the big guy trying to find peace, really? When he's bringing war to the American people? He put military in the streets, not of Baghdad. He didn't send the military in his first administration anywhere in the world. He sent the United States Marines into the United States of America in one of the bluest cities in this country, in Los Angeles, one of the great cities, American cities. That's what Donald Trump did. He is a wartime president.
Mr. Rippey, does Trump deserve the Nobel Peace Prize?
He deserved the Nobel Peace Prize in his last administration. And also now. And now I know people like to say, he said he's going to have the war ended within 24 hours, but that's all hyperbole. He is the most pro-peace president that I've ever experienced in my lifetime. And it's like, he should have got that Nobel Peace Prize. And I understand that they have the nominees back in January before all this, before all this happened. But when the people of Israel is praising this guy for what he's done, I think he's well deserved, or more deserving than Barack Obama, because he didn't do a damn thing.
For sure. So before Doc responds, we will play the actual Nobel Peace Prize winner, because she says she's sharing it with Trump.
They decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it. Because not only has he been involved in only a few months in solving 8 wars, but his actions have been decisive to have Venezuela now at a threshold of freedom after 26 years of tyranny that have destroyed the lives of millions of Venezuela, destabilized the region, and undermined the institutions in the United States, because having Venezuela as a safe haven of the enemies of the United States and using our territory and our resources to hurt the American people and American institutions is certainly a threat to the national security of the United States and the security of the hemisphere. But President Trump has been very clear, courageous in terms of dismantling this criminal structure. And on behalf of the Venezuelan people, I reaffirmed our gratitude and our commitment to this cause for the whole America. So I insist he deserves it.
So Doc, she says she shares it with him and he deserves it. Is that enough for MAGA? Like, because MAGA's upset that he didn't get it.
No, that ain't gonna never be enough for them unless we all tear down all them statues of Jesus and put up statues of Trump. It'll never be enough for MAGA. They'd be like, yo, what? Y'all not praising him enough. But I actually don't think he deserved a Nobel Peace Prize. I think he made a good stride in stopping the active conflict. But I think at some point, if you're historically aware of what's going on, he really just hit the reset button on them being in the same situation. I mean, the situation that they are in right now, the people of Gaza went across the border and attacked people of Israel because they live in an apartheid system. They are oppressed. They can't go outside of the gates. They can't have any commerce. There's going to be no way for them to change their lifestyle. So even though you hit the reset button and you put these people effectively back in the cages, at some point, if you cage someone, they're going to do the same thing they did before to try to find their way up out of it. And not just Gaza, in the West Bank, it's people who can't go out their front door because they're not allowed to walk on the street, and they climb out of windows and go out of doors. And if you've looked and listened and historically, this has been going on for like 100 years. And he just hit the reset button on it. He stopped them from bombing now. I think he did. I mean, what he did was a great thing. I don't want to, say that it's not, but I don't think he did what was like ending the conflict. He put the pause button on it for right now. I don't think he ended the conflict though. I think there's still a conflict because they still live in an apartheid system.
Okay, for sure. So what MAGA's also upset about is they feel like the Middle East is coming to America because Qatar is building a base in America, but is mixed signals coming from the Republican Party. So I'll let you guys be the judge.
Proud that today we're announcing or signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership.
The reporting that somehow there's going to be a Qatari base on United States soil, that's just not true.
Nora, I know you. Oh, she's not even there. No, go ahead. Okay, Jessica, you know about what's the Qatar pet base and everything that's going on?
Just barely, I guess. I don't have an opinion too much on it. I guess I could say that I think that it's kind of weird. You know, we don't really have many foreign bases in America on American soil, so I think that that would be just kind of different. We have more American bases in foreign countries to keep peace, or, you know, whatever they say they're doing and wherever they are. But I guess I don't really know much about the relationship between the United States and Qatar to really have a position on it.
For sure. Mr. Ripper, you were about to say something about it?
Well, yeah. Well, first off, regarding Qatar, I don't know much about it, but I do know that we've had military bases set up since 1996 over there. But I know that they are known for being rich in oil, so I think that's the reason why they came into it. But I just want to respond to Doc now. I disagree with the first part about, you know, MAGA worshiping Trump and stuff like that. But I do agree that there is like a temporary fix, and I think Nora or Jessica, one of you guys said the exact same thing. It's a temporary fix, which I agree with. As long as the state of Israel stays the state of Israel, it's always going to be an apartheid state, and they're not that innocent. I'm not all pro-Israel. That's one thing I'm always criticizing Trump on. I don't understand why we got to cave and bow down to Israel so much, because they are extremely corrupt, especially the prime minister up there. And I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but I actually agree with Doc on that. But in regards to the peace deal, just for what he did with Congo and Rwanda, which they both praised him for, I think that's the reason to get a Nobel Prize alone, not including all the rest of the things that he did in regards to for bringing peace to the world.
For sure, for sure.
I got something to say about the base.
Yeah,
go ahead. Speak. Okay, guys. So I just want to educate a little bit. It's not going to be a base. It's going to be a training facility. And just so everyone's aware, this is nothing new. We have our partners come into America all the time. We partner with NATO allies, other Middle Eastern partners. And also, I want to make everyone aware about the relationship with Qatar. Qatar was one of our major reasons why we won the conflict in Iraq. They gave information. They have it so we can have our soldiers there ready and able to fly out in the Middle East as needed. So Qatar is an ally, always has been an ally. And also, they just gave Trump a plane. So they are an important ally in the region. They're also actually a major factor why that peace agreement, whether temporary or permanent, happened. They were negotiating the conversations between the Hamas and the Palestinian Authority and Israel. So they are an ally. They are not, you know, this country, like people, I saw a lot of Islamophobia about it. And it's not like, you know, how you think it is. They're a modern country, they're modernized, and they're a partner of ours.
Oh, people attacking him about the plane part, about saying that he's bought and paid for. But as far as JD Vance's credibility,